Cars are a huge part of our everyday lives. But have you ever stopped to wonder how they actually work? It seems simple enough. You turn the key, press the pedal, and off you go. But underneath that metal shell is an incredible world of engineering. In this video, we'll be going on a simple 3D journey inside a car to explore how every single part works together to move you forward. So, buckle up and let's get started. The heart of every car, the place where all the magic begins, is the engine. Think of it as a powerful, controlled explosion machine. Inside the engine, a precise mixture of fuel and air is drawn into cylinders. Then, a spark plug creates a tiny spark that ignites this mixture. This small but mighty explosion pushes a component called a piston up and down at incredible speeds. These pistons are connected to a crankshaft, which cleverly converts their vertical up and down motion into rotational motion. This spinning force is the foundation of all the power your car produces. But to create these perfectly timed explosions, the engine needs the ideal recipe of air and fuel. It's a delicate balance. Air is sucked in from the outside through the intake system, where it first passes through a filter to get cleaned up. At the same time, tiny nozzles called fuel injectors spray a very precise, misty cloud of fuel into each cylinder. A small but powerful computer, known as the Engine Control Unit, or ECU, is the brain behind this operation. It's constantly calculating the perfect fuel-to-air ratio to make sure the engine runs smoothly, efficiently, and with just the right amount of power. Okay, so the crankshaft is spinning furiously, creating a ton of power. But where does that power go? It travels next to the transmission. The transmission is like the car's gear system, and its job is to manage the speed and torque or turning force that goes to the wheels. When you're starting from a stop or climbing a steep hill, you need a lot of power but not much speed, so the transmission uses lower gears. When you're cruising on the highway, you need more speed and less raw power, so it shifts into higher gears. The gearbox makes sure the engine delivers the right amount of force at exactly the right time for any situation. From the transmission, that rotational power continues its journey. It moves through a long spinning rod called the drive shaft until it reaches the differential. The differential is a truly brilliant piece of engineering, usually located between the wheels that are being powered. Its main job is to split the power from the engine between the left and right wheels. But here's the clever part. When you turn a corner, the outer wheel has to travel a longer distance than the inner wheel, meaning it needs to spin faster. The differential allows this to happen, letting each wheel rotate at a different speed so you can turn smoothly without losing control or traction. Finally, the power reaches the wheels. Their tires grip the road, and the car begins to move forward. We've created motion, but just as important as going is the ability to stop. That's where the brake system comes into play. When you press the brake pedal, you're activating a system that creates friction. At each wheel, brake pads which are like tough, high friction blocks clamp down hard onto a spinning metal disc called a rotor. This intense friction converts the car's motion into heat, rapidly slowing the wheels and bringing your car safely to a complete stop. Of course, modern cars are much more than just mechanical parts. They're also packed with advanced electronics and sensors that act as the car's nervous system. These sensors are everywhere, constantly monitoring everything from the speed of each wheel and the temperature of the engine to the conditions of the road you're driving on. All of this information is sent in real time to the ECU, that little computer we mentioned earlier. The ECU then uses this data to continuously adjust the car's performance, maximizing your safety, comfort, and fuel efficiency. And that's how a car works. From the first spark in the engine to the final grip of the tires on the road and every system in between. A car might look simple from the outside, but inside, it's a beautifully engineered machine where thousands of parts work in perfect harmony. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this 3D explanation, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing journeys into how things work. See you in the next one!